What's your relationship with money? I know you just told me everything you do. Hey, money, money. What's your relationship with money? Is money really a root of evil? Right? And are God's people? Yeah. What's your relationship with money, Carl? And then, imali, I hear some people, especially poor people.
Yeah.
I don't hear someone saying this thing.
Yeah.
Poor people or people who can't afford, they like to say, money is a root of evil. What. Now, my next question also to that is, are God's people supposed to be rich financially? Can you be rich? I'll be rich because that's what I'm trying to be.
Yes.
That's what I'm aspiring to.
Yes.
And you understand? I want to be rich, but can I still serve God though? Can I have these two things?
Absolutely.
Okay.
My relationship with money is a good one. I am a master of money. Money is a good servant, but it's a bad master. If it controls you, you're going to have a problem. But if you control it, it serves very well.
As a tool.
As a tool, it serves very well. So I have that relationship with money. Two, are believers supposed to have money? Let's look at what the Bible says. In Deuteronomy, the Bible says, I am the one who gives you the power to create wealth so I can establish my kingdom, my covenant.
Yeah.
I, God, the one that gives you the power, the ability to acquire wealth.
Yes. So it's God approved this thing. To do what?
To establish money. So we can't establish
without
the covenant of God without money.
The
gospel is expensive to take to the nations.
Sure.
Secondly, the Bible says, I can't remember if it's 2 Corinthians, the Bible says, him being Jesus, him being rich became poor, that through his poverty we can become rich. You look at the church in the book of Acts, the first church, the Bible says none of them lacked nothing. None of them was poor. God studied the book of Proverbs. And a diligent hand.
My Bible game, yeah.
A diligent hand leads to profit. A lazy hand leads to poverty. The Bible says, the same Bible, the rich will always rule over the poor. And the one who borrows is a slave to the lender. That's what the Bible says. So if God created us to have dominion, to rule, then that means he created us to be rich. Because if his word says, for you to rule, you need money. You need to be rich. You can be a prayerful, tongue-speaking, poor person. You'll still be a slave. Right? So,
but we must not idolize this man.
It's not. So the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil, not money. The agape.
Oh, the love of it.
The agape. Yes, also
agape is the love of it. It's you.
There's different types of love. Agape is the love that we're supposed to have for God. So if the love you're supposed to give to God, you take it to money, that's where the problem is.
Not the money. Money ayenzanga fokol kahle. That's what you are telling me.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Money is good. Money is good. Don't let anybody who tells you otherwise hate you and hate your grandchildren. And most time, because we want to justify our own poverty, we then shift it to be demonizing it. Don't let them money is good. Life is better with money. You need money. You need plain, simple, period. You need money. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That is a demonic doctrine from the pits of hell. You need money. The Bible says money answereth all things. That's what the Bible says.
Sure.
Yeah, ne? Just don't glorify it. All glory belongs to God.
Agape. Just make sure that love goes to God.
But don't hate money. Don't hate. Don't demonize money. It answers all things. It can hear you when you speak in bad about it, and it doesn't come to you. It repels you.
Sure. No, I get you.